Hello and welcome to the daily English news program on Azərbaycan Television with the most important events of the day. I'm your host, Rəsmi. On April 14th, President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, İlham, and Prime Minister of Albania, Edi Rama, who was on an official visit to Azerbaijan, held a one-on-one meeting.
Prime Minister, welcome to Azerbaijan. Very glad to see you. Very good opportunity to see each other and to discuss important issues on our agenda. Your visit once again demonstrates the high level of political dialogue between our countries. We met many times and also communicated by telephone and also during the international events. Always use the opportunity to see each other. I'm sure the visit will give a new impetus to our bilateral ties. Also, we'll discuss issues of regional development, issues which are now on top agenda of the world. And coming to bilateral relations, I was looking at some information. Of course, we need to work harder on increasing our trade turnover. It's very modest, but I think there is a potential to increase. We'll discuss it today, and also, of course, our cooperation in the energy sector. Because already for more than 1 year, Azerbaijan became an exporter of natural gas to Europe, and Albania always was supporting this initiative. And your high-level representatives always participated at the meetings of the South Gas Corridor Advisory Council and contributed a lot to implementation of this project. So we are in one team of countries which implemented successfully this historical project, and the importance of Southern Gas Corridor and Trans-Adriatic Pipeline in particular, I think now is more visible than ever before. So this is a very good sector of our cooperation, which has a big potential to grow. Our representatives, they are having meetings on the bigger portfolio of our energy cooperation, consisting of natural gas, transit, supplies, also electric energy. It really could be a big part of our bilateral agenda. And I'm sure that what is now in the process of negotiations will result in new developments. And also, I think there is a good chance to talk about opportunities for mutual investments. Of course, tourism opportunities, because I think we can provide our citizens different types of touristic opportunities. And in general, we'll look broader at our partnership to give a push and to see good results in the future. So I'm very glad to see you, and once again, welcome.
Thank you, Mr. President. It's a real pleasure to be here. And first and foremost, after a very needed and successful campaign you made to bring back a part of your country that was for so many years in a situation that became unbearable. And as you know, both in the capacity of chairman of OSCE and now in the capacity of the member of the Security Council, Albania has been, it is and will be fully supportive of Azerbaijan, of the truth and the historical rights of Azerbaijan, and also, last but not least, we very much praise your incredibly exemplary efforts for peace and for long-standing cooperation with your neighbor Armenia. At the same time, we are both blessed to have a very strong bridge among us, Turkey, and I strongly believe that we can do more. You mentioned the areas of potential increase of our cooperation, and for sure I'm very much looking forward to hear you and the prospects, and also to see what our mutual teams will come out with, both in the energy sector and in tourism. I very much hope that you will come to Albania now that COVID has somehow smoothened. Thank you, Mr. President, again for this very warm hospitality we felt since the first step after we landed in this beautiful capital city of yours.
President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, then had a working dinner with Prime Minister of Albania, Edi Rama. President Ilham Aliyev addressed a congratulatory letter to Prime Minister of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan, Shahbaz Sharif. The letter reads, "Dear Mr. Prime Minister, I sincerely congratulate you on the occasion of your election as Prime Minister of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan. The current level of Azerbaijan-Pakistan relations, based on strong ties of friendship and brotherhood and strategic partnership, is gratifying. I'm convinced that the cooperation between our countries on a bilateral and multilateral formats will continue to develop and expand to the benefit of our peoples. I wish you good health, happiness and success in your responsible activities for the prosperity of the brotherly Islamic Republic of Pakistan. Sincerely, Ilham Aliyev, President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Baku, April 14, 2022. Azerbaijan's achievements are being closely observed by international organizations, and the results are being reflected in various rating surveys. Our country, with political stability, security, and growing economy, is among leading states. Restoration works dynamically conducted after the 44-day war, return to Karabakh, and emergence of transit potential on the agenda caused serious interest of foreign investors. In the post-conflict period, of course, we have taken all our steps in relation to the economy, to the restoration of our territories in a calculated and prudent manner, and the results are obvious. In just 3 months of this year, 2 major investment projects were launched. The foundation of 2 renewable energy plants was laid. The 470-megawatt power plants are being built by foreign investors and will be commissioned next year. At present, there is a great interest in Azerbaijan as a result of ongoing transformation, transparency, and personnel reforms, as well as due to our victory in the Second Karabakh War, said President Ilham Aliyev. Possessing great influence in the region, Azerbaijan in recent years, through large-scale economic projects, established a politico-economic bridge between the East and West. There is great demand for Azerbaijan's electricity on the regional market. Azerbaijan's electricity export to such neighboring states as Turkey, Russia, Georgia, and Iran can serve as an example of a significant cooperation. Special programs are being developed in this direction on the territories liberated from the occupation. Conceptual projects on establishment of green energy zones in Karabakh and East Zingizur are being prepared with leading international companies. Provision of territorial integrity attracts international organizations to utilize new investment opportunities. Azerbaijan, unlike Armenia, is recognized on the international arena as a state placing special importance on peace, progress and economic cooperation, which is favorable for investment. Foreign investors working in our country know that in Azerbaijan's economy, modern global practices are being successfully implemented. Smart villages, cities and agricultural projects are being implemented in the territories liberated from occupation. This encourages companies to become more involved in recovery and creation efforts. The meeting, chaired by President Ilham Aliyev on the results of the first quarter of this year, is in the spotlight of the Turkish media. Paying attention to the important messages of President Ilham Aliyev on the normalization process with Armenia, the Turkish media presented the views and opinions of the President from his speech to the audience. It was noted that the Armenian government has responded to Azerbaijan's peace proposals. Moldovan influential news portals also focused on President Ilham Aliyev's views on the regulation of Azerbaijani-Armenian relations and prospects for cooperation in the region. Armenia's 30-year occupation policy has cost them dearly. Armenians lost the chance to become a truly independent country, while Azerbaijan has achieved full political and economic independence. This is perhaps the last chance for Armenia, either the country will develop or it will be in a more critical situation, the statement said, citing a speech by President Ilham Aliyev. Egyptian and Algerian portals also reported on the meeting in Arabic and English. The materials reflect the ideas of the head of state about Azerbaijan's role in the region, projects implemented in the liberated territories, and the increasing prestige of our country. The meeting of the leaders of Azerbaijan and Armenia in Brussels is extremely significant, Turkish Foreign Minister Mevlut Çavuşoğlu stated during the broadcast on NTV. Touching upon normalization process between Armenia and Turkey, the minister said that the third meeting of the special representatives of the two countries will be held in Vienna. Çavuşoğlu called on Armenia to be courageous.
We offer Armenia, there is no need for third countries. You want us to come first, meet in Yerevan, and then we have a meeting in Turkey. Then do not accept it. If we do not agree on this issue, how will we proceed on other issues? Said Mevlut Çavuşoğlu, Foreign Minister of Turkey.
The US State Department's website has published an annual report on the situation of human rights in the world in 2021. The section of the report covering Armenia states that in 2020, ethnic Armenian forces illegally killed Azerbaijani captives and subjected them to torture and degrading treatment. In addition, the Prosecutor General's Office of Azerbaijan has launched an investigation on the graves of Azerbaijanis allegedly killed by Armenian forces in the village of Bashlibel, Kəlbəcər region. Emerging evidence indicates that dozens of Azerbaijani cemeteries were destroyed in Füzuli, Ağdam, Zengilan, Kəlbəcər, and Cəbrayıl. After the ceasefire agreement was reached in 2020, 7 Azerbaijani servicemen and 29 civilians were killed, and many others were injured in landmines by the territories of Azerbaijan previously controlled by Armenia. That was all for today. Thank you for being with us and see you next time.